Hello. I am tired. So I thought I would make a video. And I just want to say, other than people looking at me kind of funny, today was pretty normal. You know, not great, not bad. There was much good. Or there wasn't too much bad. You know? And so, you know, I feel like it's hard to strike a nerve with you people. You know, like, what does it take to get through? You know? And I think, well, I think I got through to myself. This weird thing on my face that I grew. I think it's the end of the world, but I just figure, well, if it's the end of the world, then I don't really need the computer much, you know. So sometimes I don't make videos, really. It's funny, and sometimes I do. And I also wanted to tell you, like, you know, I didn't know that I was being, like, harassed. And I didn't know, like, people were actually, like, following me and doing stuff and saying things and just really weird stuff. And so that's kind of weird that I've been harassed. And a lot of people might say you deserve it or something. You know, you did something. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, a lot of reason I come on here and say the things I do is because I was harassed and I didn't do anything. So I get a little louder and a little madder, and I try to hit any nerve that you got left in you. And it's like I want to find it and I want to hit it in a way not to hurt you, to get you to kind of like respond, to say, okay, maybe I'll do something, you know, or realize that, and by realizing that I won't allow it or something, you know. And it's like, I have been harassed for no reason. And so that was really hard to understand why I was being harassed, or that I would even be harassed. Because you think, well, I'm just a normal person, I don't do anything wrong, why am I getting harassed? Well, people are paranoid. And not only that, but there's, I still don't know why I was harassed to the extent by so many people in certain ways. The government, people that work for the government. It was really weird. And I don't want people to think I'm weird because I say something weird or something, but it's like I was harassed, and that's a big reason why I do, and I try to research, because I want to know what was going on. What am I facing? I'm getting harassed. I really don't want to tell you. It's like I've actually been harassed by police and different people, and just like the government and cops and stuff, and I've never been charged really, and even when they did, it was laughable and stupid, and nothing. I never did anything, so it's just harassment in a way. Things that I did that I kind of knew, but I guess it's like I got a little bit of a record, but it's actually all bullshit. It's all lies, and that's part of it. The money that I had to spend to buy lawyers to fight it, and then that kind of does limit it. Like when it first happened, I thought, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, I don't need a lawyer, and now it's called tyranny, it's called harassing, it's called government tyranny, police state, or whatever. And I can't explain to you what it's like to be harassed, and just in ways that you couldn't imagine, ways that you can't even really explain. Just your whole life being violated in every way, and for no reason. Still, I don't know the reason. I can only imagine somebody knew somebody that knew somebody, and for some reason they didn't like me, and it's like I never could. Maybe it was mistaken identity. I don't know, but something's got to be up with that, I just don't see how people get harassed for nothing. And I did talk to my friends, and they said it happened to them. And just the shit that I've fucking seen is police state. Okay, in my neighborhood, a lot of times, in a way, you just never know when it's going to happen, and it happens all the time. You don't know if it's not going to happen, you don't know if it's going to happen 20 times in one day, but you get stopped and searched 20 times a day, and it's the craziest fucking thing. So and I don't, they never charge you that. Like, it's like if people really don't know about the Constitution, then there is no Constitution. If 90% of the population don't know there's a Constitution, it doesn't exist. If you can't uphold it, if the police can't uphold it, it doesn't exist. Ignorance is strength. Even if I know it, and the police don't, is that going to save my life when a police wants to fucking kill me and they're tyrannical? and their tyranny. I mean, that's why I kind of am the way I am, is because I have been beat up for no reason, and you know, and I've seen it in history. For whatever, just shit like that. And I say, like, for me, I think people should be awake to that, because the fact that the things that they've done to me and they get away with it, and the things they've done to other people and they get away with it, it's really, they've gone too far, and there is nobody. I've talked to everybody I know. You know, I've had buddies, and they've all been through the same thing as me, and I've tried to sit down and say, look, you know, we all know this isn't right. What are we going to do about it? And they don't care. And it's like, how can we stop this? Because I'm only one person, you know, and that's how they can do all this shit to me, you know. I mean, it's like, I guess you can sue them or something, but I mean, that's kind of like the point. Like, no, you're not going to sue them, you know. But I enjoy my day like any other person. I go out, I enjoy my day, and I don't want to have harassment. I don't want to be harassed. I don't know why I'm getting harassed, you know. I mean, it doesn't happen as much now, in a way, as it used to. But, I mean, that's because it's like, you know, just how it is, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm tired right now. Like, I've been up all day, and I knew I was tired, and I thought, well, I'd make a tired video for fun. And I thought about things, and I thought, you know, life is good, life is great, and I'm just trying to keep it like that. And people think I'm paranoid and stuff. Well, you don't understand. I've had a lot of people hurt me. You know, it's not just police or whatever. I've had a lot of weird, bad things happen to me, and I don't really, like, dread it, and I don't blame the people necessarily. I think there's something wrong. I really do, and the more I stand up and believe in that and fight against it, the less it fucking happens. Even though I am one person. And I love the internet, because I can scream and yell and say, hey, I'm tired of being harassed and stalked and everything else, and I know, you know, that's not really going to help it, but at least maybe the idea of somebody, you know, because I know, like, my friends are not going to wake up. I've already tried, and it's like, so why not reach out beyond my friends to the internet? It's almost like going over my friend's head, you know, like, well, you don't want to do anything, fuck you, and nobody really wants to do anything but God, you know, at least fucking try or something, you know. I think that's the magic of the moment of the internet, is maybe somebody could do something. I mean, together we could do something. But I guess you have to admit that there's a problem first, which means you have to get out of your denial and, you know, all that stuff. There's a lot that goes with that, really. So I was sitting there thinking, and I thought, you know, I go here and I go there, people aren't zombies. I mean, they're not perfect. Today I was sitting next to somebody, and I mean, I did have some weird thoughts. Like, I thought it was a mother and a daughter, and the mom was like really fat, and she was really controlling how her daughter ate. So I thought, she's like trying to make her daughter be fat. She's trying to train her daughter how to be fat. She's like, taste the food, smell the food like this. And it's like, yeah, you're fat. That's how you... And she's like, I don't want to do that, Mommy. And it's like, it's weird how her mom was like trying to teach her how to be fat. I mean, that's the way I thought about it. I thought that's weird. It doesn't matter what I think. I don't... Oh my God, you know, that's not the same as a lot of other things. So it's not serious at all. I just thought it was funny to share something dumb that I thought, like, oh. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I only saw, like, a second of it. So. But, I mean, I didn't feel like they're zombies or nothing, you know. But they really are. You know, when I look at them, I know, like, when you look at people, they don't look like zombies at all, but they really are, in a way. But, you know, I don't really, like, look at people like zombies, you know. But, you know, deep down inside, they really just are zombies. That's it, you know. There's nothing bad about that. I'm not mad about that. I'm sure there's a little zombie inside of me. Just not as much. You know. No, I'm just joking. You know, I'm not better than anybody, but... You know, so, you know, people overall, they look normal. But, you know, there have been the Ku Klux Klan. And JFK was assassinated. And then when his brother tried to become president, they assassinated him. And then, you know, he made that famous JFK speech that Enough Respect and all the truthers like. Which, it's a nice speech, but did Enough Respect get up there and make the speech? No, he didn't. Enough Respect's just a copy or paster guy. Or maybe he is good. Who knows? But he was a total fucking bully. And that just nobody fucking gets it, you know. Sure, you wake people up. How can you? You're an asshole, you know. Don't feel that highly of yourself that you could actually wake somebody up. You can only wake up people that want to wake up, that listen to the info. Zombies don't listen or care. You're nothing. You couldn't even wake up the willing. What makes you think you're going to wake up the actual sleeping? You're fucking not. That's for me to know, and for you to die and live 10 more lives, and maybe your great far descendants will figure it out in time through fucking evolution. If we evolve having brains and not de-evolve like an idiocracy. Which is like, I'm not all doom and gloom. I mean, I am, but it's like if you knew the shit that I've gone through, the pain that I felt, And I've met people that have felt way worse pain than me. And I speak on their behalf, I feel like. Even if they can't, they're so split personality that they don't even know right from wrong anymore, and they don't want nobody to speak for them. I'm still speaking for them anyways, because I know. Anyway, anyway, you know. Because it's like nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to be harassed for no reason. Forever and ever and ever, non-stop. Do you not get that? This is retarded. This is retarded. It's time to seriously fix this. You know, let's not ignore the problem's time and hope they go away. You fat zombie motherfuckers at least need to, I mean, your fat eating pie hole mouths, the screeching sound that comes out of that blob of a face of yours, that's enough to make anybody want to stop whatever they're doing. If they're fucking harassing you or whatever, that's all you gotta do. You know, and it'd be like a fucking horde of zombies and go protest the fucking White House and say, why is the government so fucked up? Why are we paying for this? Do you really want to pay for this? How could you not be zombies? You know, you look like people, but you're not. And it's like, I love my life, and I love the day, and I love people, and they don't really look like zombies. But that's the thing, you really gotta know what's going on. They're really zombies in a way. But I guess don't think about that for too long. You might go fucking crazy, but because it's true. But you know, I'm done with a lot of weird zombie shit, and you know, just I'm done with it. You know, I'm not going to tolerate it or be around it. I love people. I love things in my life. I love everything like anybody else does. But apparently, what the story is I'm just not as dumb as you, and so it sounds like, you know, if people do have to wake, I don't know, that's just, I don't think people can wake up, so I'm tired of people just fucking with me, everyone and everything. Why is this happening? I mean, I guess on the internet, or, you know, if I know I'm doing something wrong, I expect it. But if I'm just like anybody else, and I'm just, you know, I go to Starbucks and I get my coffee, but the lady jumps over the counter and tries to gouge my eyes out, I'm thinking, you know, I don't know what it is. I just said, hello, how are you? I would like a cup of coffee, and they're like, oh, fuck you! And I'm like, you know, I guess in a zombie movie, if you're the only human and shit like that was happening to you, I could only think, hey, you're in a zombie apocalypse and you're the only fucking human. Why don't they eat each other's eyes? Why did she jump across the counter and gouge my eyes out? Well, it's because all the other people that went there were zombies, and I just happened to be the only non-zombie that walked right into zombie fucking headquarters. And they're like, it's like they live, and it's like they get out the watches and they're like, yeah, we got one we can see. I mean, I guess that's a little fucked up to say, but it's actually true, which makes it a lot less fucked up if you thought about that. Like, wait a minute, that's true. If it wasn't true, that would be fucked up. But the fact that it actually happened, it's almost not even that fucked up. Like today, I seen somebody crash, like right in front of me. I wasn't even phased, you know. And it was because I expect the zombie apocalypse. I mean, if I seen zombies everywhere, I would know what to do. I wouldn't kill them. I'd just know, get the fuck out, you know. You might be able to save those people. Why do you want to kill them? You know? If you got to defend yourself, that's a different thing. If there's a last resort and you know, it's them or you, and that's it. That's why you got the defenses. You know. But you don't just do like all in the movies and go all hog out and load up in the SUV and crack open the sunroof and just do fucking zombie drive-bys or something. No. You know, you gotta conserve your ammo. About 16 minutes left. So, I mean, I'm tired of people bugging me. And that don't mean it stops. I slow it down for sure. Just saying no to the tyranny really kind of puts a damper on it. I mean, I almost feel like people sign some kind of paper that's called self-incarceration. No. Self-inflicted incarceration? No. Oh well. I'll think of it later. But not only can I sue a lot of these people that do harass me, but other people are suing them and winning. And you know, I have talked to. Actually, I've gone in and made calls and done all kinds of shit. I even got shit on paper. Shit people fucking whited out. Where it's that bad, they whited it out, and they're like, you can sue over that. If on this paper they said this is what they've done to you, and it's so bad, they whited it out, and it's like, we can read what's underneath that whiteout. We know what the fuck they did to you. You can sue them. But yeah, that's, you know, no, you don't try to sue these people, you know. You think what they did is bad, you try to sue them, see what they fucking do then. Do you get that? You know? I never did anything. I've had friends that's had the problem, and people just really put up with it and just figure, well, I don't have nothing to hide. So they'll eventually get the idea and leave them alone, and that's actually kind of how it works too. They get to know you, they harass you every day of your fucking life, and eventually, after 40 years, they finally realize, hey, dude ain't up to nothing. Why even bother? And it's like, then you could get away with whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And so most fucking people that know that, they're like, they ain't gonna pull me over. They fucking did it for 40 years. They don't give a fuck. And it's like, that's how we live, man. You would expect people to get tired of it, but it's like, they don't. They hope the people bothering them get tired, and it's like, I really don't think they're gonna get tired. on a power trip, and it's like they're sucking your energy from you or something, and they're getting this extra energy boost from sucking your soul out of your body. I mean, I don't like saying it, but I do fear for my life with these types of people. People have even said funny things and they laugh about it, and it's really not that funny. And not only that, it's not that funny when it's happening to you. And I don't understand what makes you feel safe. Ignorance is strength. Ignorance is strength. This is 1984. Because that's what it seems like. It seems like you feel safe from these psychopaths that want to take you to room 101 and watch you die, and you feel safe from psychopaths, these people that get off on torture. They get off on torturing you. They're not going to get tired of torturing you. They're ejaculating in their pants watching it. And non-psychopaths can't do that. You have to be a psychopath to watch someone die and like it. You know? So that's who's really in control, is a bunch of fucking psychopaths. And they want to watch you fucking die. In a way. And I only say in a way just because it's actually more gruesome than I could say it. But I don't want to be all doom and gloom. So, whatever. Because it is like really bad. You know, I've noticed like some people are like, well, I don't worry about it. And it's like, you know, I can't imagine those people. The worry-free people. When something strikes them, they'll never know. That's the thing, ignorance is strength. They're like, I'm not worried. Okay. And so I notice, like, sometimes I might tell people to watch out, or if I'm in the car with them, I'll say, hey, watch your speed. You know, you don't want to get a ticket. And they get really upset. You know, they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, well, now, you know, that's just offensive, because when I grew up, you got a ticket, and that's it. There was cops everywhere. Fucking hanging in the trees. They'd get you if you picked your fucking nose. If you were drinking a 32-ounce soft drink driving your car, they'd bust you and say you got over the legal limit allowed for a soft drink. I mean, they're really actually doing that now. I don't know if you fucking know that or not. See, there are brain-dead zombies out there. They look human. They're not. The looks are very, very, very deceiving. They look human. They'll say, hi, how are you? oh, I'm fine. But they're psychopaths. They want to fucking kill you. And they get off on it. It's like gay people that want to fuck you. And they like it. They don't care what you look like. If you're fat, they don't care. They love it. They don't care. The uglier the better. They don't care. They get off on it. They like you. They like hurting you, and they're not really gonna stop, and they're not gonna get tired of it. If you're gonna get tired of it and fight back, or they're gonna finish you off. I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna do with these normal people? I mean, are you gonna let that normal-looking, deceiving normalness? Hey, look, it's a person. They have a face, and they can talk, and oh, they're so nice. It's not like they didn't say psychopaths are more likely to have status, so they can get victims, because their victims are like, oh, you couldn't be bad, you have status, you have a car and $1 million, oh my god. I mean, didn't they make a show, you know, the modern psychopath? What was that show? The City Psychopath or something? And they got the meme where he's like he's got like blood on his face and he's all like, you know. So, I mean, you're just going to be deceived by these people. They look normal, but they're not, and you're just hook, line, and sinker. You just buy it. Oh, how could these people be bad? They look normal. They don't look like zombies. How could you say people are zombies? They don't look like zombies. Well, fuck, you got me there, man. How could they be zombies? They don't really look like zombies. It's their fucking trick, man. And you can't see past the facade. And it don't matter. I'm tired of it either way. I'm done. I mean, at this point I feel like room 101. But whatever. That just makes me wonder, like, the psychopaths are going to watch you die. And they don't care if you scream for mercy. Maybe that adds to their enhancement. Maybe they get off on it more. What if you don't scream? They might not get off as, you know, maybe as much, but they're still going to get off, but they're going to be more fascinated in how you didn't scream, so they're still going to get off, because they're going to be getting off on the fascination of why you didn't scream, and how you were stronger than the rest. And they're just going to think about that, like, wow, he was a little stronger than the rest. Or, you know, like, they'll make you beg for mercy. Oh yeah, you're caught up in the facade. Oh, but they look like normal people. Why would they do that? Yeah, psychopaths look like normal people. They have 2 eyes, and they have a nose, and they have a face, and they're very deceptive, manipulating and deceiving and lying and conniving, and they're evil. And you fall for every fucking lick of it, hook, line, and sinker. And it's like, but I don't want to. You do. I don't want to. I guess I don't care if you do. Why? You know, so that's why I'm happy. And I'm like, people don't control me. Psychopaths especially. You know, harassing weird people that have it out for me for some reason, which I wish they would tell me why. And that's not the thing. You know, the KKK is not going to show up and say, hey, we don't like you because you're black. I mean, I guess they will, but it's modern times. You know, it's not okay to be racist. So they're still racist. They just kind of know it's not okay, or whatever. And it's like, so how are they racist against me? I don't know, because nowadays they're not so open about it. Back in the day, they'd say, you're a blackie, and I'd look down and I'd say, well, wait a minute, I'm not black. We don't care. We think you're black. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter. Sometimes race does not seem to be as big as an issue people think. People are just fucking assholes. And if they're assholes against a different race, to me, they're just still assholes. You know? Not really like racist. You know, just more like everybody's an asshole. You know? You can be racist against somebody's ideology. You could hate Jews, like Hitler did. You know, Hitler hated Jews and killed them. And look what he did to them. He hated what they believed in, or, you know, who they were. And he was white, and Jews were white, and he didn't like him. So apparently somebody is really not liking me. They're thinking I'm a Jew, and they're Nazis or something. And it's like, I guess I am a Jew. I don't fucking know. But whatever it is, whatever they have against me, I want it to stop. You know?